Here are my Week 7 fantasy football startums and situms, beginning with the quarterbacks. I'm starting Dak Prescott at home against the Lions. Detroit gives up the second most fantasy points to quarterbacks. And I'm sitting Trevor Lawrence at home against the Giants. The Giants' defense has been good, and the Jags are shaky on offense. On to the running backs. I'm starting Josh Jacobs at home against the Texans. They give up the most fantasy points to running backs. And I'm sitting David Montgomery at the Patriots. They give up the third least amount of points to running backs. On to the receivers. I'm starting Brandon Ayuk at home against the Chiefs. He's coming off his best game of the year, and the Chiefs give up the third most fantasy points to wide receivers. And I'm sitting Corey Davis at the Broncos. I'm expecting Surtain to shadow him, and the Broncos give up the second least amount of points to wide receivers. On to the tight ends. I'm starting Gerald Everett at home against the Seahawks. They give up the most fantasy points to tight ends, and I'm sitting Robert Tonyan at the Commanders. He's coming off the best game of his season, but the Commanders give up the fourth fewest points to tight ends.